Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Ty. I am 24 years old. I'll be 25 in May, and I just love vlogging. So I take you guys with me. Today's vlog is going to be a little bit different, a little bit more chill, a little bit more laid back. As you can see, I'm in my bed. So yes. Sorry guys, my camera cut off. But as I said before, as you guys can see up in my bed, it's gonna be a little bit more laid back today. Because I was recently in the hospital, so I should not be doing much. So we're gonna chill today. So today is Vlogmas Day 15. We are 15 days in, guys. I'm super excited. I know yesterday's vlog was only like 5 minutes long. It was just small clips. That's because I was in the hospital yesterday, so I couldn't really record much yesterday. And I got home and I really didn't do much because I was not supposed to be doing much anyway. But I wanted to make sure I got a video out for you guys yesterday, so I really just put up my tree and did a small little bit of cleaning. But here we are today. We back and we a little bit better. So yes. So today's video, as you can tell by the title, is going to be our 2024 goals / bucket list. So we're gonna get right into it. And I have the mic phone here. So yeah. So the first thing on my list, the top thing, is of course graduating cosmetology school. Because as you guys know, if you guys been following me on social media, I am currently in cosmetology school and I'm supposed to graduate next year. So I'm super excited. That's gonna be absolutely amazing. So yes, class of 2024, here we come. The second thing on my list is to be clear to drive, because this taking the bus stuff is for the birds. Like, I hate it. The bus never comes on time, or it comes late, or it just be too crowded, and I just get too overstimulated and everything. It's just too much for me. So hopefully my doctor clears me to drive. If you want to hear a little backstory as to why I'm not driving, comment down below and I'll make a video about it. But yes, I'm definitely looking forward to being cleared to drive. So that's number 2 on my list. Number 3 on my list is to lose and maintain healthy weight. I'm not really like upset about my weight, but I do want to, try to build muscle and, lose just a little bit of weight, just to be healthy and, just to feel better about myself in general. So yeah, we're gonna try to do that. Number 4, I believe number 4 on the list is to save money. I really need to work on saving money. It's just been really hard because I never really learned how to save money, but my TikTok aunt said she's going to teach me how to do so. So I'm excited about that. So I'm going to be calling her here in a couple of days, and we're going to work up a plan and everything on how I can learn how to save and be better about saving money, because I am terrible when it comes to saving and spending money and everything like that. So we're going to work on that as far as budgeting and saving and setting goals as far as like my finances and things like that. So that's going to be fun. Next one is investing into my businesses. So a lot of you guys know that I'm a photographer. I am a Mary Kay consultant. I have my own book and I have merch coming out. I have merch. So I want to invest into those businesses and, purchase new things and release new things and everything like that, so I can build my clientele and also my cosmetology stuff, because I do graduate next year. So I also want to invest into that so that I can start building my clientele and also like get ready to open my own salon and booth rent and things like that. So that's going to be fun and exciting. I have a couple ideas in mind already. I just have to work on implementing those and to figure out how I'm going to let them play out. So I'm definitely going to take you guys along on the journey, and we should have fun. If you want to stick around, then that's great. If you don't, that's okay. So, yes, I'm excited. Another thing I want to do is I want to definitely try to relocate. I've been in my state my whole life, and I want to try to relocate somewhere different and try to venture and, just broaden my horizons because I am still young, so I have a lot of life to live. So I definitely want to try to, relocate, start a new life, and just, you know, see what it's like to be somewhere else versus where I live. So, yeah. I don't know what number we're on, but next thing is becoming a mental health advocate. I want to become a mental health advocate sometime between the end of this year and next year because I struggle with mental health and I struggled with it for a long time. And not a lot of people know how to speak up and speak out when it comes to mental health. And I was one of those people. It's taken me a while to definitely get to where I am now to be able to even admit that I do need help. And sometimes I still struggle with that, but I want to be able to advocate for those who can't advocate for themselves and advocate for those whose life ended way too soon because of mental health. So I want to be the voice that they didn't have. So I'm definitely working on becoming an advocate in mental health. There are a few classes that I do want to take so that I can definitely become that advocate. It's just working on getting the finances to do so. So that's definitely one of my goals to do next year because I've lost friends and I've lost family members to mental health, and I definitely know they didn't deserve to leave the way they did. But it gets hard, life gets hard, and not everybody has that one person to talk to. Not everybody has the ability to speak up for themselves or advocate for themselves. So I want to be that person to be able to advocate for someone who can't advocate for themselves or who doesn't know how to express themselves in a way that people will understand them. So that's one of my goals. That's actually been a goal for a long time for me, but I just had to wait until I was in the proper space to be able to do so. So that's one of my goals, prayerfully. Next one. I want to have a professional photo shoot. Yes, I'm a photographer, and yes, I can take my own pictures, but I want to experience being behind the camera and having someone else, take photos of me. I haven't done one of those since my senior year, and that was just for senior pictures. So that was just a couple of those shoots, and it was done. But I want to actually be able to experience the outfit changes and being behind the camera and having different poses and different pictures for different reasons, and be able to have my own portfolio for resumes or interviews or different things like that, because a lot of you guys know that I'm in the pageant industry, and I want to have different photos so that I can put on flyers in magazines, so that when it's time for advertising or promoting or recruiting, I have photos out there that I can use instead of having to pull one out my phone that I took on my phone in a selfie. Sorry guys, I'm back. My camera ran out of storage, so I had to switch to my phone. Crazy. But like I was saying before, my camera ran out of storage. I want to become an advocate to help other people, be the voice that they can't. So yeah. Next thing on my list, sorry, I have to look at my iPad because I don't remember. Next thing is to heal my inner child. There is some built up trauma inside that I have to heal from. So in order for me to become that advocate, I have to heal the inner child that's inside of me, and let her know that everything, excuse me, let her know that it's okay, and let her know that it's okay to grow up, and it's okay to move on, and it's okay to be the woman that I need to be. So I'm definitely working on healing my inner child, um, as a goal for this coming year. Another one is going to be becoming a social worker. So on top of being an advocate, on top of being healing my inner child and everything, I want to go back to school for social work. I did start it before, but I just never got a chance to finish it. So I do want to go back to school and finish that. It should be fun. Like I said, I started it before, and it was fun. It was just a lot of work, and I just didn't have the mental capacity to do so. But I feel like now that I've actually been able to go through some things and been able to heal from certain things, I should be able to, go through that process. And it's going to be a challenge for me, and I want to challenge myself to be able to take the steps that I need to be, who I want to be. So, yeah. Next one is to get back closer to God and get into my Bible more. I've always been a church kid. I grew up in church. I've been going to church my whole life, like practically born and raised in church. So I definitely love it. I love the experience. I love, being able to worship God and everything like that. For the longest, I didn't really know what denomination I identified as, because I was forced into church I was forced into church a lot of times, and I was forced to go to church a lot of times. But now that I'm an adult and I'm able to really understand what's happening and understand what it means and everything like that, I made a decision to figure out what denomination I want to be and things like that. I'm still working on some things, so I'm not going to go into detail about that. But I do want to get back closer to God. I want to get back into my Bible. I want to, go to Bible study. I want to, do things like that. Even if I can't make it to Bible study physically, I want to have my own personal Bible studies, and, maybe have some of my subscribers or my followers join me on Zoom or something like that, so that we can, get together and do so. So if you are interested in that, please comment down below and let me know, because I would love to get that started. I've done it before. I just didn't have a lot of people come out and to support, so I didn't go through with it. So I do want to try to bring that back this year. So if you're interested, please comment down below and let me know so we can get it started. But yes, that's definitely one of my goals. Like I said before, I've always been in church. I've always, been a church kid, and I've always loved God, and I've always been in my Bible. But I want to get more in depth into the Bible, and I want to get even closer to God than what I am now. So, yeah. A big one for me for next year is setting boundaries. This one is big for me because I am the person who, I do anything and everything for everybody. But when it comes to me, I don't ever have that same energy given to me. So I have to learn how to set boundaries, learn how to say no, and learn how to, take time for myself and be there for myself, because no one's going to be there for me if I'm not there for myself. So I definitely want to work on setting boundaries for 2024, and just knowing when it's okay and when it's not okay to do certain things and take certain things. So yes, that's definitely a goal for me. It's going to be a challenge, and I'm definitely going to need the support. I'm definitely going to need, the accountability to do so. But that's definitely going to be a goal for me. And with that, another thing is going to be self-discipline. I'm very hard on myself, and I'm very critical when it comes to, doing things and, just being who I am. So I definitely want to self-discipline myself, and as far as like finances and, getting things done, be staying motivated and getting up, doing what I need to do, and, things that I know I need to do, prioritizing. That's the word I'm looking for. Prioritizing. I can't talk. Prioritizing what's important at the moment and what's not important, because I have a tendency of, say I have an assignment due at 9 o'clock. I rather, push it off until like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I'm like, oh shoot, only got an hour and a half to finish this assignment. So I want to work on disciplining myself and give myself time, make sure things are getting done that's important versus not. Like, for example, I rather, pay a bill first rather than going shopping, or, feeding myself rather than buying the latest shoes and things like that. Not saying that I don't do those things, but that's just an example. I want to make sure that I'm doing what's important before I do what's wanted. So, yeah. And so with that being said, I'm going to definitely be putting a new system in place. So I'm going to be, trying to wake up earlier, going to sleep earlier, and things like that, so that the things that are important can get done. If I don't have a new system in place, then those things can't get done. So instead of, going by what I do now, like waking up at the last second, I want to get up, a couple hours earlier, or at least an hour earlier than what I need to, so that those things can get done. Back on the mental health train, I want to open up my podcast. I did one episode like 2 years ago, and it was a great episode, but I end up not finishing it, and I end up deleting it because I personally felt like it wasn't good enough, and I was just doubting myself, and I was downplaying myself and undergrading myself. So I want to be able to, open that podcast back up and helping others like I started, but not being so hard on myself. So I'm definitely going to challenge myself to do that, and we'll definitely need you guys' help. Come on, talk about it. Talk about your experience with it. Talk about how you got through it, or what are you doing to get through it now if you're going through it, and things like that. Giving advice, giving tips, giving tricks, giving experiences and stories are going to be shared. Things like that. So it's going to be a great experience. It's going to be definitely a touching, and sometimes it might get emotional, but I want to do this so that I can let other people know that it's okay not to be okay, and it's okay to, ask for help, and that you're not alone, because you're not going through it by yourself. I went through it, and I'm still going through it, but I'm pushing through, and I'm making it through. So, yeah. Another thing I want to do is I want to get a gym membership. I've had one before, but I let it expire because, one, I didn't have transportation, and two, I was waiting on other people versus just going by myself. I was just trying to wait on other people to go with me. Yes, it's going to be challenging, but I'm definitely going to do it. There's quite a few gyms closer to me now versus where I used to be, so I have, more access to getting a membership versus, getting one and then having to wait for people to take me, or wait for me to find transportation and things like that. So definitely want to get a gym membership next year, and not even if I don't actually go work out, I want to be able to, go, sit in the hot tub, treat myself to a hot tub, treat myself to a massage and things like that. So, yeah. Another thing I want to do, and I need to start doing, is figuring out what is not working for me and focus on what's ahead. Meaning people, different situations, things like that. Like, I'm one of those people that wants to try to change situations. Like if a situation does not pertain to me, I want to try to do anything in my power to help whoever's going through it and, you know, make them feel better. But if it's not if it's not affecting me, or it's not personally feeding me, or if it's not personally important to me, then I want to be able to, you know, just move on and not try to change what's happening. I need to figure out what is really important to me, versus what I think is important. Like, for example, graduating school and finishing my career is important to me right now. So I need to focus on that instead of trying to focus on what I did last year, or why I didn't graduate last year and things like that. So I need to be able to basically stop trying to change the past and focus on the future, if that makes sense. I have two more. My next one is I want to put out new merch. Like I said earlier, I do have merch out. I do have merch out, and I have a clothing line and different things like that. But I want to launch new products, because I have a couple things on there, but I want to launch new products, and I have a couple designs in mind and a couple ideas. I just haven't put them out there. So I do want to put those out there and get those launched and get those orders going and get my orders back going, because I've had a couple consistent clients, but I kind of stopped promoting it. So I do want to get back promoting my merch and get that rolling in, and, you know, just get my businesses up and going. So yeah. Last but not least is becoming a better version of myself. Oopsies. Sorry guys, I dropped you. I did not mean to do that. That was so rude of me. But like I was saying, is I want to become a better version of myself, and just being me, but a better me. I want to be better than I was last year. I want to be better than I am in 2023. I want to be better than I was in 2022. I want to be a better person than I was 3 years ago. I want people to look at me and be like, wow, she's a whole different person than she was 2 years ago. She's different than what she was 2 hours ago. She's different than what she was 24 hours ago. I want people to look at me and see the growth in me, and see what I've overcome, and see the things that I have changed and things that I've went through and overcame. So yes, so with that being said, I am going to be, you know, coming 2024, I will be cutting people off. I would be people who are not feeding into me. They'll be left behind. People who are not, you know, people who don't have my best interests at heart will be left behind. And whether that's friends, families, foe, acquaintance, whatever it may be, if they're not feeding into me and supporting me and being there for me and have my best interests. Sorry guys, I had to switch SIM cards again. I don't know why my SIM card keeps doing that, but like I was saying, I want to be able to look back on my life and see how much I've overcame and how much I've grown, and just, you know, experience life in a brighter way. So yeah, that's what my goals are for 2024, and I hope you guys learned something. If you guys had any goals that you are looking forward to do for 2024, leave them in the comments down below so we can help each other stay accountable with our goals and our bucket list and things like that. With that being said, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and thank you for following in this journey with me. And, you know, thank you for sticking out these 15 days. Like, this is amazing. I love you all so much, and I thank you for the likes. I thank you for the comments. I'm definitely going to try to get back to every single last one of you guys. And yes, there will be a giveaway coming up. If we get to 80 likes, when we get to 80 subscribers, there will be a giveaway coming up. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, post, hit that post notification bell so you'll be notified when I post and upload a new video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.